Ish. Should be back-ish. Okay, so there's... Yeah, I know it's VOD muted. I don't give a shit. Network error. Don't do this to me. Okay, it's set to double speed. That's where we need it at. Okay. Buffer, 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 buffer. Okay. There are probably ways of doing this that would suck less, but... Okay, well, there we go. All right, that's more or less synced up. More or less synced up. Just gonna try and resize us to be roughly the same size here. All right, it's good enough. It's good enough. All right. All right. All right. So we're just gonna press play. I got them both going at double speed because... And actually, as long as we're... Oh, well, So yeah, it occurs to me, I kind of don't want this thing right here to be VOD muted. I was about to say, oh, we could do song requests, but I'm going to want to show this to people is the thing. So let's find some pod safe music. Because my normal streaming music. Hey, everybody, it's Obscure Lifeform. Say hi. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, we're getting a Jank Restream. Dude, if you're gonna be watching this too, would you like to get on voice chat with me? And do it up together? I mean, that might get... The thing is, my internet is not great, but, I mean, I could Discord it to you. Could try and simul-stream it on Discord. That might be a bit much for my poor internet to handle, but we could try it. I don't know. If you would rather just watch, that's fine too, and just hang out and chat. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. No worries, dude. All right. Just trying to get some... There we go. Some nice, relaxing background music. All right. I've got it set to double speed, because... All right. And I'm not going to worry about trying to sync it up precisely. This is going to be jank AF. I'm about to sit and watch through this myself anyway, so we might as well do it together like goons. All right, that's not precise, but it's all right. So okay, we get our start. I do my map check. Oh, look at that. We got Master Swords. And now every time I lose the least tiny little bit of time, I'm going to be over here like, well, that just lost me the match. Why did I think I needed that one more bomb? That just lost me the match. What am I doing farming bombs? Look how far ahead of me he is. I've already lost. Yeah, I really should be looking more at Obscure's screen, because that's how I'm gonna learn. That's how I'm gonna learn. I already know what I did. I already know my own dumbs. And honestly, I need to do more looking at runners with better execution than I have. And seeing exactly, like, all those little room-by-room time saves that I could have and don't. But, I mean, mostly it's just the dash lines. Just, like, little things, like in that room with all the guards, he was flush against the top of the hallway there. Just, like, couple frames here, couple frames there. Obscure says, I feel more confident without boots than with boots. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about this game. Everybody's got a lot to learn. There is nobody who can say, well, I'm done. I did it. That's it. I've peaked. I mean, maybe you've peaked. Maybe you have peaked, but if so, it's not because you reached the top and you had to stop. I mean, even the record holder, even the world record holder, there's probably, especially in the randomized game. And yep, there's me like a dingus forgetting about bonk rocks and turning back for it. That lost me the match. I mean, let's get real. That drew me the match. Because, I mean, we'll wait for Dunko with the final results, but it seems like it's probably a draw. Yep. Hit the auto stairs. That lost me the match. Yeah, everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner here today. I guess I'll get this $50 like a goon. 14 frames? Jesus! Oh my god! 14 frames! What the hell? Oh, good heads up. Selling the good bee for $100 there. That's awesome. Hey, how's it going, Uplifting Chafe? We're doing a jank restream of the ladder match that Obscure Lifeform and I just did. 'Cause spoiler, it was a draw. We finished within 14 frames of each other. So Obscure is saying I routed poorly. I knew I wanted to go Zora. Yeah. I mean, what even is routing, really? There are very few objectively poor routing decisions. There are just gambles that pay off and gambles that don't, and yeah, I wanted to do Zora too, and then I wound up putting it off for a long time after I found Dark World access. But yeah, you went and did, Agina just now, which is a play that makes a lot of sense. And then I found... That's right, I did Mini Mold first, which I think had the flippers. Of course, you got to Water Walk all the way to Zora. I guess that doesn't change that much when you have flips. So yeah, doubling back, gonna get Hobo, gonna get your Moon Pearl here. So you'll be in, yeah, you'll be in Dark World a little ahead of me. But I've got a few overworld checks up on you, because I don't think you've done Mini Moldorm Cave. And then, yep, Hype Cave start into DW. That's what I do too in a second here. And yeah, I goofed this up, gave myself an extra screen transition that I didn't need. It's fine, it's whatever. Except it's not! It's what lost me the race! And there we had bow. Let's see what you do with that bow. As I was... Okay, yeah, you do take it straight to Eastern. That back of Eastern Dark Room hex me up something fierce, so I put this off for a little longer. You can tell I was thinking about doing it here, because I start at Link's house. But, yeah, I decided to do Village of Outcasts. Because I was a scar to that Dark Room. So, alright, now we got some divergence. Yeah, I'm with you, actually, Uplifting Chafe. I just need to practice that back Dark Room, though, because, I mean, it's scripted. I'm pretty sure. I think it's scripted. Like, you can do it if you learn it. It's just... I don't know, it's a weird room. And then, of course, you always get the dream 3 items in the front of Thieves' Town when it's a full clearable crystal and you know you're gonna do it all anyway. All right, yeah, good Dark Room. Can't remember the last time I had Crystal Thieves Town. Yeah, story of my life, right? Like, well, here it is. It's right there as soon as you have Dark World access, but it's a pendant. Screw you. Nice quick kill on the Armos. Pretty sure I had silvers by the time I made my way there. Alright, yep, and do pod right after makes sense. Although, speaking of rough Dark Rooms, Turtle Room is another one that hexed me up. And I knew once I did one, there would be no reason not to do the other. So at that point, like, yeah, that was more dark rooming than I was interested in at that particular moment. Now, of course, you can always hope for mirror, but yeah, didn't wind up happening. And yeah, I always forget to go up the middle first here, this pod routing. And hey, there's that lamp. There's that lamp. So yeah, obviously neither of us actually had to wind up doing Turtle Room in the dark, but still. Ah, yeah, I hadn't made my way to Waterfall Ferry, so I didn't have that extra bit of safety. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, at this point, I'm just knocking out some quick and dirty overworld stuff, just hoping to find something that might point me in any particular direction. Slightly suboptimal for me to be checking batter right here. Would rather route it in with Smith Chain if I'm gonna do it, but all right, thanks for stopping by. Let us know if you pop back in. But batter is one of those checks that it has such specific logical requirements that I think it sometimes makes sense to do it a little early rather than trying to wait and route it optimally. And yeah, this early mountain play felt potentially a little spicy. I guess I got paid out for it with those Titans, although I don't know. I don't know if it would have changed much if I'd gotten them later. I guess we might find out if Obscure gets them later. So yep, get my Titans, get my Silvers. Ooh, Obscure takes a death. Okay, so that'll save me some time that I waste elsewhere. Actually, that might have about evened us up at this point in the race. Insofar as you can call anything even when there's been such divergence. And then, yeah, this was living rent-free in my brain for the rest of this race. I hit up, Hera, and there wound up being something Fire Rod, or not Fire Rod, but Fire Locked in the basement. Fire Rod in Big Chest, no less, with Big Key in the basement. Yeah, second try on my Hera pot there. I should probably practice my Helma for that matter, because apparently that little sword tink strategy that I do is not actually the optimal strat. It's probably not slower enough that I should worry too much about it. There are probably other things that I could stand to practice first. Crystal good. All right. So yeah, Obscure's doing the outcast stuff. That'll even us up there. Miss my hook shot here. So yeah, we've made some routing differences, but I don't think our divergence has made much of a difference. I don't know. I'm curious whether this mountain play winds up helping or hurting me, because I was feeling pretty iffy about it. What do I do? Yeah, that's right. I turn in the shroom. Okay, yeah, this is when I clean up my Eastern and pod. So yeah, we're about to have done most of the same stuff. Depending on where Obscure goes coming out of here. Oh, that's a fun strat with the bloomerang there. Yeah, I'll be interested to see where Obscure goes coming out of the blind fight. I goofed up my blind script too. I bet he gets it all nice and clean and shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this absolute baller. Yeah! Now that's a blind fight. And yeah, this is where, if either of us had gone up north to Skull Woods, would have blown the whole seed wide open. Oh, and he does go north. He bypasses Skull, but he does go to North Dark World. Just the bumper check. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess that's... Unless he wanted to, Unless he'd wanted to Kern jump over to Catfish, that's all he could have done in that direction. So, okay, so yeah, here he is cleaning up some of the overworld stuff that I've already done. And here's me hecking around in this dark room. God, I hate this dark room. Yeah, this is definitely costing me some time. Yeah, gotta go get a ferry for the refill. I suppose... Yeah. So now he's... Oh, okay. He's gonna go ahead and do that same batter play that I did. And it's really not... It's not a terrible play, considering that you're looking at a mountain climb, and... Well, he's got a fire source, though. Oh, that's right. It did, That's right. That's what gave us both the hook shot. I'd forgotten about that. So yeah, that's yeah, that makes sense. I always seem to waste that first silver arrow shot in this fight. It's fine though. Yeah, that's right. And then I do... This is kind of a weird... I feel like if I'm gonna do this... If I'm gonna do this at all... I should have just gone into Mire, but... Like, doing Mire Shed and then piecing back out and going back to Pod, that's wonky. That's a weird splitting the difference. I think I should have just committed to Eastern Pod area. So yeah, Obscure is pretty definitively ahead of me at this. Well, yeah, I guess he hasn't done Hera yet either. So yeah, we're pretty close right now. Oh, he did the coffee break. Okay, that saved me some time. So yeah, actually, that lack of fire going up there saved me time. Okay, yeah. Because, yeah, that was bugging me. That's one of those things that will bug you for the rest of the seed. What if I left something behind that is important and I've already lost and I don't even know it? Yeah, just a Pizza Hut. Which means that somewhere... Because that's one check that Obscure did that I never did. Which means that I did at least 3 checks that he didn't do. Because my collection rate was 146. His was 144. Obscure says, I think that qualifier is still echoing in people's heads. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everybody has their bad beat story, right? I mean, obviously you can make a case for skipping it. I think you can definitely make a case for checking it, too. And then Obscure's gonna head into his Dark Death Mountain. I've got Mire Shed checks over him. But other than that, I think he'll probably finish his Dark Death Mountain earlier than I finish my Helma fight. Probably not by much, only by a little, but... And yeah, I could have handled that turtle room better. If I'd been thinking ahead and taken a hit to lose my sword beams. Felt pretty good about that final phase of the Helma fight. I'm never quite sure when or whether or how to switch to silvers. Such a tight timing window to make that happen. Okay, so yeah, actually, if anything, I'm a little ahead of Obscure here. Ah, okay. And then, yeah, this is gonna lose him some time. Definitely makes sense to do this. But I didn't. Actually, yeah, this is going to lose him a lot of time. Oh, no. No, it's not. Yeah, he gets key locked out of here pretty quick. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that could have been a real time sink. Uh-oh. Tried to do the big red bomb without the big red bomb. Oh, speaking of sync, yeah, geez, look at us. See, now I was watching your stream so hard I wasn't watching my stream. Oh, well, don't look at my stream now either. Because I tried to do King's Tomb without mirror from this angle. So don't feel too bad, man. Okay, so yeah, now at this point, Obscure just grabbed the Meyer checks that I did a little earlier. And yeah, he's going to go straight into Meyer, which is probably what I should have done when I was first there. Either that, actually, no, what I should have done was just put the whole thing off, because I wasn't prepared to do Meyer at the time. And if I wasn't prepared to do Meyer, I shouldn't even have been there. But, I mean, I don't know. I say that, but it's those minor routing inefficiencies don't cost you that much time, and on the off chance that something important had been in Meyershed, that could have been huge. So it's spending small amounts of time for a long shot at saving huge amounts of time. The expected value, as they put it in poker terms, is actually not that bad. Also, I really like this way of routing in that button chest. I want to start doing that more often. Go in, hit the switch, go back for button, especially when you have boots. Because, yeah, you see, I didn't do it that way. I tried to put off, hope not to have to do cutscene chest. But of course it did wind up being necessary. Could have been worse. At that point right there, I'm thinking, what if I just gambled and went straight to Viddy and hoped that he had the final item? Real glad I didn't. Expected value isn't just poker. Yeah, that's true. That's where I'm familiar with the term from. But yeah, that is just a probability thing. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I did anything. Because yeah, I did the same thing here. I went and got, and I'm already thinking, you know, Swamp Palace is right there. Should I really be doing this overworld stuff when I was, I think, 2 items from go mode at this point? Because I knew where the ice rod was. I just needed that fire rod. Yeah, I do go straight to Swamp after here. But yeah, just a couple screens behind at this point. I mean, I say just a couple. More than a couple, but... yeah, I'm curious where I wind up saving the time. At this point. Because, yeah, at this point we've checked, I think, all the same stuff. Obscure did Hera Basement, but he's still ahead of me. I'm assuming, I mean, I shouldn't have to assume, I'm watching it, but largely on sheer execution at this point. And yeah, he's like half the dungeon ahead of me. Haven't done Smith or King's Tomb. Yeah, I haven't done Smith yet at this point. I have done King's Tomb, I think. Pretty sure I do Smith right after this. But yeah, pretty... Obviously some minor divergence, but pretty similar decision-making, all things considered. The big difference so far was my hitting up Mountain for the Titans before Eastern and Pod, but that largely wound up evening out. Speaking of bosses I need to get better at. Ah, here we go. Obscure goes back in for that last item. Yep. That's what's gonna even it up here. Yeah, I had so much other stuff on my plate. I didn't feel like I could afford to do this. So yeah, here's where I clean up that cave 45 that you just did, and then I'm pretty sure I do Smith Chain after this, and I'm trying to think where I think after Smith Chain I do Desert. Oh yeah, I never do Spike Cave either. That's not that time consuming with boots and mirror, but that is a little time saved there. Alright, yeah. Looks like you're about to go into Desert. Yep. I'm pretty sure I'm going in right after you. Fire Rod was hard last location. Mine wasn't a hard last location, but it was pretty close. Minus a few things. Minus a couple of intentional skips. Yep, Lord knows I've done that. Forget about the small key. It happens to the best of us. I don't do it this run, but I think just last run I did it. Not counting the run on Thursday, because Lord knows that doesn't count as anything. Yeah, so at this point, I think I'm a little ahead just on the... Not quite as ahead as it looks, because... because I still need to go back in to right side Desert for that last item. I'm gambling that it's going to be on Landmo here. But that's going to even out in a sec. I think I'm still a little bit ahead, just because I've already done Smith Chain and you haven't yet. So yeah, it looks like that left side swamp skip is the big difference maker at this point. And Hera Basement, obviously. Yeah, if you want to see some real hot bullshit, Obscure Lifeform, and you have about 6 hours to kill, take a look at my last VOD before this one. It was a Plando Troll Seed. And yeah. No entrance to it, but other than that, Enemizer, hard item pool, randomized enemy damage, so everything's tanky, and I'm in essentially Oko mode for like the first hour. Standard start, ugh. Alright, so yeah, I think we're both doing Smith here. Or no, I already did Smith. Yeah, this is me finding the Fire Rod first. Yeah. Oh yeah, swordless. Yeah, that was definitely my, I have a day off. I've got all day to do this. Unfortunately, the VOD's probably not particularly watchable because it was a song request stream. So I'm sure it is, I'm sure the audio track is just Swiss cheese. Okay, yeah, I never did Graveyard Ledge. Never checked Bumper Ledge either. But then I'd already done King's Tomb by this point, so there was less pulling me in that direction. Yeah, actually, you know what was my best friend in that seed? Was realizing that the stun prize was full magic, and then finding half magic and blue cane. That got me through a lot of situations. Okay, so yeah, I'm a couple minutes ahead of you at this point. So you like 1 hour 15 getting out of there. So geez, I lose 2 minutes to you in execution. Yeah, so yeah, like 155 I'm ahead at this point coming out of the Yeah, I suppose you'd done TR Compass chest. So that's a little bit of time, not much. I lose a little time right there. Yeah, I'm sure it did lose you time overall. It's just how it's gonna be, but was a perfectly cromulent move to make at the time. Not having to sit through the open cutscene, yeah, that makes a lot of sense too. Forgot about that. You know, I should time the big chest skip. 'Cause depending on where the small key is, my laser skips are not so fast that, like, if it's gonna be in one of the last 2 TR chests, like, you can see me here, I have to line it up real and, like, wait a couple of cycles. And it's not bad when it's in the first one there, but if that key had been in the last Turtle Rock chest, I'm wondering how much time do I personally even save. It's probably still significant. Hey, thank you, Flack Monkey, for gifting that sub to Obscure Lifeform. All right, so yeah, I'm a Trinex fight ahead at this point. Crystal catch at like 121.48. This final phase always psychs me out. I lost a little time there. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm only like a minute and 10, minute and 15 ahead. So lost like 45 seconds in Troc. Like 30 of which was execution. Yeah, not much routing in GT. And this is where we're both probably thinking, or at least I know I was, okay, quick GT. They haven't finished yet. I haven't seen the ping. I still have a chance. But it's probably going to be close. Okay, Obscure turns his pings off, yeah. Yep, I'm a filthy metagamer. I actually don't use it to metagame all that much, but there, you know, sometimes you get one of those really trolly seeds and you just want to know when it's over. Oh, I didn't even see Vortex typing. I was telling these guys, yeah, I saw I saw you typing, and for a second I'm like, wouldn't that be funny if it was the other guy, if it was my opponent? And then I think, oh no, it's Obscure Lifeform. If it's him, he would have beaten me by at least 5 minutes, so I don't have to worry. Well, yes, I said 10 minutes to you guys. I didn't want to make it look like I was riding the guy's dick to his face. And yep, there's... Yep. Yeah, I had a weird Moldorm too, and yep, here it comes. I'm gonna give back whatever lead I still have. I'm gonna give back in the Aga fight. My Aga fight is for shit. I get the free triple. I'm not that bad at it. Okay, yeah, I'm still a little bit ahead coming out of here, but now we're within the margins of I didn't exactly sync these up super precisely. These two streams, so now we're within that margin. Like, me looking a little ahead shouldn't actually tell you much. Like, yeah, at this point, our relative positions don't actually mean anything. We're within the error tolerance of how I sync these up. Wow, what a race. What a flippin' race, you guys. 14 frames. 14 frames. What the heck? God, I look like that one. Yeah, look at my. I look like that one. I look like what is it? I look like the average blank fan versus typical something enjoyer. That's what we look like right now. Oh, I love this dumb game. I love this dumb game. this game's great. I need to eat food my own self right now. GG again, obscure life form. Oh man, that was amazing. That was amazing. Alright. Kicking it over to the schedule screen real quick here. Get that off of there. Next Wednesday afternoon-ish, probably around 4 Mountain Time. Yeah, 100%, dude. 100% hope we get to racing like this again sometime soon. That was amazing. Yeah, this coming Wednesday sometime. I'm gonna do something. People have been asking me to do something other than Link to the Past rando. Don't know what yet. We've kicked around a Minish Cap playthrough or Saints Row 3. I really don't know what I'm leaning towards. Or I might do something entirely different. I don't know. But just to switch it up a little. And then next Thursday, there's a ladder open seed. Both of those are very tentative because league playoffs will be happening, and I'm going to be trying to sign up for commentating slots, especially anytime Jon Snoo's team is playing, because they're in playoffs in the open league, and I would love to com for John. But we shall see. So tune in whenever you tune in, and something will happen, maybe. I don't know. Final order of business. Let's find somebody to raid, shall we? Don't you want somebody to raid? Don't you need somebody to raid? Scooby-doo-boo-boo. I was about to say, is there any league happening right now? There is not. You know what? There's a oh, well, they're just finishing there. Heck. We'll give it to Kelps. She's doing some zooter. Say hi to Kelps for me. Adios, y'all.
Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Every time we say goodbye. Goodbye.